First of all, congratulations for the show. I was there yesterday at the Onda Center.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, their performance was amazing.
I'm so glad you liked it. That's wonderful.
Yeah, it sticks in your head, that song.
Oh, yeah. That's what the Lopez's do. Yes, we've been singing it for 3 years straight.
Yeah. Talking about the show, it's nice how you always try to find new ways to keep fans engaged. In the case of Agatha, you had many titles. You know, there were some title changes.
Yes.
I was wondering if you were behind that trick.
I mean, Agatha was behind it, but yes, it was an idea in the writers' room when we were sort of brainstorming in the ways that we could carry forward the tradition in WandaVision of the meta pieces, you know, breaking the fourth wall and sort of escaping the constraints of the TV, you know, and reaching the fans. And so it was an early idea that if Agatha had a spinoff, what kind of shenanigans would she get up to? And an early idea was that she would drop a lot of misdirects. And so we came up with this really long, we had like 20 titles that were just absurd. I have the list on my phone. It cracks me up still. And it sort of had a life of its own. And the fact that people thought some of them were serious is kind of like horrifying to me. Like I would never call the show Agatha Coven of Chaos. But it was really, it was very fun to watch it kind of unfurl.
Yeah, there was also the reference to The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah, it's nice that Marvel is like, they are keeping its tradition alive because, you know, there's another movie coming out next year. It's called Thunderbolts. Mm-hmm. It's got an asterisk.
I know.
So you know the reason why?
I don't actually. I wish I did, but I clocked it and was like, ooh, what are they doing?
Interesting. Yeah. We're gonna wait for next year. So talking about the show, going back to Agatha, with WandaVision you created a world. Mm-hmm. It's like a self-contained location. So you created characters, you created places, mm-hmm. and it seems like that with Agatha all along you created a little bit about your own multiverse because you get to revisit characters, you know, under a new perspective, under new light. So was it fun to do that also with actors that you already knew because you've worked with them with WandaVision? Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I have such like tender feelings about everything involving WandaVision, and like I love Westview, little fictional Westview, the town. So yeah, it was that, and that was always the hope, you know, that of a return there and a re-exploration of that little corner of the MCU.
Yeah, and by the way, I could watch like Catherine's police officer for the whole show.
Me too. We were like on the day when we like the body discovery. She was like, "When are we going to actually make the show?" And I was like, "I don't know. When are we going to actually make the show?" Yeah, so fun. I'm with you.
Did she improv a little bit too for the role, for the part?
You know, it's funny. She seems like an improviser. She's sort of like lots of sort of like air and movement comes into her work. She doesn't sort of spin off of script. She's very respectful of the script. She's certainly like put a lot of muscle into Agnes and her ridiculousness. So I would say, you know, and she has that like elastic face. So yeah that's Catherine.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Another aspect that I really loved about this show is the mind scramble aspect, the fact that it works on different levels. You know, there's a few mysteries going on, and it reminded me a little bit of also WandaVision because that step-by-step revelation. What is it that you like about this storytelling approach?
Oh my gosh, yeah, I had never done anything like this. Like I love a twist and a turn in a story, and like my previous work, you know, I like tie knots and like in the narrative. But WandaVision was my first experience with episodic television and dropping episodes and each one of them ending with like a big cliffhanger or a big reveal or a big mic drop. And I'm like an addict. Like I was like I had a lot of, you know, goals for Agatha that were, you know, artistic and creative, but in terms of like my hit, like my personal high, that is it. The systematic unpacking of the mystery and maximizing fan enjoyment. That's the gig. Yeah.
Just to wrap this up, can we expect a big twist from the next episodes?
Yes.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Mirko. It was lovely to meet you.